You know, y'all out here thinking that it's not normal for folks to have arguments and scream and holler at each other. What we perceive as normal is not reality in other people's relationships. That right there is a spiritual thing, okay? You have to realize if you grow up differently than one person, might be similar, but you still are fighting some type of spiritual battle. You have to adapt to a whole new life. You have to learn each other. You have to be willingly to fight, and I mean fight, to get over that battle. Satan's going to try to destroy any covenant or potential covenant.
Look at this guy. He thinks he knows everything about marriage.
No, dog. No, it ain't nothing like that. I just been through a lot of my life and went through a lot of stepdads. Okay? I've learned a lot of things in my life. And I know one thing that is biblical accurate is what God talks about in the Bible about marriages. I can't tell you how many times that me and my wife would scream and holler and yell at each other continuously. It wasn't a healthy environment. But when you got two that had joined together in a marriage, when they're willingly to, stop and, realize, okay, we got to hold each other accountable, not just hold yourself accountable or just hold myself accountable. We got to hold each other accountable and make a plan to say, you know what, this is where this stops. We got to learn to get better at it. We got to learn to communicate a little bit better. And you know what? On my side, I could be better on this. And a lot of people's like, well, that's like a hamster, and a hamster wheel continuously just spins. It ain't never going nowhere. We could talk about it all day, but nothing never changes because you don't have faith. What I'm saying is, y'all over here doing what Satan wants you to do. Out here and invest your time in everybody else's relationship. You know what I mean? Thinking y'all are doing something, standing for what's right. But you ain't. In most cases, you ain't. Do you not realize that you probably have some type of spiritual battle or something that you're dealing with your life, that your frustration gets a, pretty quick fuse sometimes, just like the other spouse that you're with has lived a whole totally different life, trying to adapt to the way you live because you're supposed to be the head of the household. So this woman's trying to adapt to it. And then you're, as a man, got a lot of things you got to break your flesh from and to learn to be a better man for the woman. But that's not for us to decide. That is for the man and the woman in that covenant that had made the decision to join together and join hands. Even a potential girlfriend, boyfriend thinking about getting married. That's how drama destroys relationships.